of x minus, let's say, 4. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1 over 1, out 4, up 2, and connect my dots. Okay. So again, we're following a very similar pattern. Adding underneath the radical moved us to the left. Subtracting under the radical moved us to the right. Adding outside the radical moved us up. Subtracting outside the radical moved the whole graph down. The last one that you're responsible for is not absolute value. We already did that. Is the cubic function. And the cubic function looks a little bit different. It's going to be y equals a times x minus h cubed now to the third power plus k. And so the most standard one again is y equals x to the third. And so again, if I plug in 0, 0 to the third power is still 0. So our main point here is again 0, 0, as it was for all of these functions. Then if I plug in 1, 1 to the third power is 1, so that would be here. 2 to the third power, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 again is 8. Move all the way up here to 8. Now, I also want to take care of some negative numbers. Negative 1 to the third power is negative 1. That would be here. But negative 2 to the third power is going to be negative 8. And so we get this function right here. So my points are 1, 1, negative 1, negative 1. And then I had 2, 8, and negative 2, negative 8. Now again, all of those aren't going to graph, but you have to get the general shape of the graph. So based on the patterns we've been seeing, y equals x minus 1 to the third power is going to move us, again, it should be a plus, is going to move us left 1 space. So left 1 space puts me here. Then we went out 1, up 1, out 1, down 1, and then the other ones aren't quite going to fit on this graph, so you just have to kind of get some things close. Same idea for moving right. Y equals, let's say, x minus 3 squared. Moves us right 3, which puts the 0, 0 right here. Out 1, up 1, out 1, down 1. And then again, the other ones aren't quite going to fit, so we're going to just kind of approximate. Again, you can't see what I'm doing. So I move right 3, out 1, up 1, out 1, down 1. And then moving up would be if I add or subtract outside the parentheses. This should be a third power. So if I have y equals x to the third plus 2, I'm going to take that 0, 0 point, and I'm going to move it up 2 places. Out 1, up 1, out 1, down 1, and again, I'm going to approximate the curve based on what I know in this one. And then the last example we're going to do today is x to the third minus 1. It's going to take this whole graph and shift it down 1. And I would go up 1 over 1, left 1, down 1. And then even though it looks like a line, I'm going to show that it's that cubic curve, because I know based on what it says it is. So the third power is the cubic function. We have the square root function that looks like an arc that starts at 0, 0. We have a quadratic function that looks like a U, and the absolute value function that looks like a V. It's based off of the function you see here. So the absolute value bars tell me it's absolute value. To the second power would be squared. Square root is pretty obvious as well, and to the third power is a cubic function.